This your boy CEO Miami Mike, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. We right back at it, y'all. We got the one and only Miami Mike jumping off the porch with us. What's up with you, bro?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me, my nigga.
Yes, sir, yes,
Appreciate
sir. Nah, man, it's definitely a pleasure having you on the porch, man. We long overdue, and, you know, definitely want to give you your flowers, man. Salute.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. So, man, let's get started. Well, first of all, it's a new year, 2023. What you like? Do you do New Year's resolutions? Like, how do you come into a new year?
Yeah, I do resolutions like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? I fuck off on them like everybody else do too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna do this, ain't gonna do that, but you know how that go. And every year, man, I'm just trying to make more people around me richer, you know? You know what I'm saying? So far this day, with my label and my A+ company, I've made over 30 people millionaires. So it's just about, Jay-Z told me a long time ago, man, you gotta make people around you rich to make you successful. So that's what I be trying to do, you know?
Yeah, nah, that's real, man. You make your whole team powerful, people around you powerful, then whenever you in need, then, you know, one of your partners you put on can hold you down, have your back. So.
Like this Lucy right here, this two official QC artists, this Pressure Baby, got the Jig song, hottest song on TikTok, you know, right now, one of the hottest. And this, my business partner, Emma, he's also a barber. He just bought 30 properties in the last year, a 200-acre ranch. So we trying to get a little money, you know?
Word. Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I was just about to ask you to introduce, you know, who you brought on the porch with.
About Tim, this is my entertainment lawyer up there and my civil rights lawyer and criminal lawyer, all that, you know. I roll with my lawyers and my doctor friends with me now.
Yes, sir. Nah, come on, man. That's what's up. That's how you got to move.
And this Tony T right here, man. This Mr. Aight from the Gulf Coast. He helped me break all my records from Soulja Boy, I Heart Memphis, Salento, Pressure Baby, anybody I work with, other labels or whatever. Now, he's the record breaker from the Gulf Coast.
Okay, word. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I leave anybody else out? Oh, this is my boy DK. He one of my label reps from South Carolina back there in the back. DK.
That's what's up. So got the whole team on the porch. You know, it's dope because I really like doing these interviews where we talk to people like yourself to be able to get some game on what happens behind the scenes and to be able to talk to the people that's really, you know, pulling the strings and making this shit happen. Because, you know, so many people see the artists and see, you know, the people that's in front of the camera, but they never get a chance to see the people that's behind the camera really making that happen. So that's, you know, why interviews like this, why talking to you was so important for me.
Yeah, man, but you know what I'm saying? The real business people know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Because they got to look at Leonardo DiCaprio, Titanic, he made $20 million. Everybody was like, that was good, but what Steven Spielberg, he made a billion.
Right.
3 billion, so.
Right.
He's behind the scenes, but you ain't got to be in front of the camera to make money. You can always make money behind the scenes, sometimes way more.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, man, let's take it back, man, to where it started, bro. Batesville, Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm from the SIP, man, from Batesville, yeah.
Word. What can you tell us about Batesville, man? What was it like growing up there?
Shit, rough like any other hood, man, you know? You just gotta, I don't care where you at, man, you gotta, it's about respect. Anybody hood, you respect anybody and you respect their hood, you know what I'm saying, and go by their morals, you can make it. Like I said, I don't care how big the city is, how small it is, everybody got a rough part of the town and neighborhood, and it's killers everywhere, you know?
Yeah. Now, Batesville, what part of Mississippi is that in?
It's like an hour outside of Memphis. It's south on the interstate. Interstate I-55, it's like 45 minutes south, 40 miles south, 45 minutes of Memphis.
Okay, word. Yeah, all my family's from Hernando, Mississippi, so.
Yeah, that's like 30 minutes from Batesville.
Yeah, no, for sure. And how did you, like what type of kid, like let's start out with that. Like, what type of kid was you growing up, man? Like, what was you into coming up?
I was pretty fly for a black guy, you know? I was a good kid. My mom, my dad, they raised me right, you know? They never been to jail. They never had a speeding ticket, and never, like my dad, before he passed, he had never missed a day of work in like 40 years. Never been to jail, never missed church on Sunday. So I was raised right from wrong. I had 5 sisters. I'm the only son, so I got my mama plus 5 sisters. Think they my fucking mama. You know how that shit go. And I knew right from wrong, but you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, peer pressure like anything, you want to get that money. When my mom and dad got a divorce when I was 13, so I had time to get in trouble then, because, you know, when my mom, like I said, when she didn't have the job, she had to get an extra job, and so my dad went there, so I used to have to be home at 5 o'clock when the lights got on, but when she got the extra job, she'd come like 12 at night, so I ain't had to come on to 12 then.
Yeah.
And, you know, my sisters, they tried to handle me, but they couldn't handle me though, you know, and I just had found more time to get in trouble, you know. Where I'm from, Penn Lane, it's the hood, you know. All you see, you don't see you can see football players on TV, it's very few come there, but all you see is drug dealers and robbers and killers around there, you know, so, and gang members, so I just wanted the money. I didn't want to do nothing else. I said I didn't want to rob folks because I knew dudes that robbed people and stuff. They were professional. I knew dudes that kicked those. I knew dudes that went out of town just to rob people. I said, man, I chose to sell drugs because I figured like if they buy it, it's on them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making nobody buy it. I ain't taking that from nobody. So that's why I just liked the money. I saw everybody get money. I got tired of being broke. I used to get an allowance every week, like $20 or $25, but you know, then you see a motherfucker out there with the new shoes on come out and niggas 13, like 15 got cars and shit with rims on it, man. I'm like, man, you know, I wanted the same thing, you know?
Yeah. So is that when you jumped off the porch?
Yeah.
About that time with your parents?
13, nigga. I jumped off that motherfucker, died off that bitch. Somersault.
Can you remember like some of the first, like, or some of like the first things that you was doing when you was, you know, getting out there and when you was, you know, figuring shit out?
When I first got out there, I started out selling rocks, man, and these guys, I was like most of the guys my age, that's 12 and 13, they was hanging around guys, all of them the same age they are. So you learn, if you'll get in trouble, you don't know no better. So I was hanging around guys older than me. I was hanging around OGs at like 20, 25, 30, and they was telling me what to do, even though they had me doing stuff, but they was telling me what to do before I got in trouble. Just say at the same time, you around a lot of 13 years old, and y'all do some, y'all don't be thinking y'all just kids, y'all do something, y'all be in trouble, go to farm school. So I missed respond for farm school, all that shit, because I had a fucking mentor or counselor or whatever, because really, all the fucking, when somebody tell you what to do, not to do, don't do this and do that, they just consulting you. Just like any business, you don't have a good consultant, you jump on a business, you're gonna lose. So I learned a lot by having these OGs telling me, don't do this. When you're in the corner, have the dope in a bag, don't have it on you. So I just learned stuff that most 13 years old, when they learn with each other, listen, they around somebody older, then they straight off from it and teach them. So I learned a lot from the OGs, and like I said, I started out selling rocks. I just went on and up, man, you know what I'm saying? Just like anybody else selling rocks, you know what I'm saying? I did deal for the 100. Instead of supposed to get a deal for the 200, I'm going back for deal for 100. I stayed a deal for 100 about 6 months, because I'm buying pussy with rocks from the fire crackheads, you know? Hey, man, hey, nigga, hey, what real dope boy did that? Man, it was a woman so fine, man. I said, man, I want to fuck her, man. Oh, man, she said, when you get 18, I'm gonna get you some pussy, nigga. I said, damn, I couldn't wait till I get 18. She told me that she thought, I didn't never forget that shit. I turned 18, she was on crack, bruh. I like, damn, I want to fuck her so bad, I still gave her some dope anyway. I said, fuck it. I said, don't tell nobody, goddamn. Shit. But she was like, she was undercover. You know, you had some undercover people don't know, they like sneaking to it, so she was one of them.
Sneaking and geeking.
Yeah, man. I said, man. But you know, but after that, man, I kept going up, man. And I just started getting to the weight, man. You know what I'm saying? Kept going up. When I was 18, I got caught with like 1.4 million cash, 50 pounds of weed, and 4 kilos, yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's like,
I was moving for real, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's like that. That's like some real cocaine cowboys.
Oh yeah, I spent $4 million on Soulja. I spent dope money on Soulja. Anybody, I did it for real. Anybody that know me, like for my neighborhood, I'm a living legend, man. You know what I'm saying? But like, I really was out there doing it. But you know, I wasn't the type of drug dealer that was known for like jumping on motherfuckers and shooting up people, blowing people out. I wasn't that type of nigga. If I give you something, you don't give it back to me, man, I'm through fucking with you, man. It's like about lesson, but you ain't finna disrespect me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the type of dude I was, you know what I'm saying? You ain't finna just disrespect me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So OGs, mentors, you know, like, can you speak on just how important it is, you know, to have like those type of people in your life? It's
I don't care what kind of business you're in, man. You need to have a consultant. Even the president has an advisor. All the advisor is a consultant. You know what I'm saying? And it just like any business you have, anybody that's end up doing business, you know, to start a business, to sell it. Don't name out yourself and nothing, to sell it in 3 to 5 years. Anybody in business know that you expected to lose in 3 to 5 years in a business, so you gotta have that time for it. But you expect to lose in the business. Like, it's very few that start making money from the jump. But like, you have a consultant, all they doing is telling you what to do before you make mistakes. So you cutting corners. Like sometimes I talk to people like, man, why you, I got to do this and all that. Like, bro, I'm not charging you for, I'm not charging for this much for an hour. I'm charging you for the 15 years of knowledge I'm giving you in an hour. So it's just like, it's just real valuable, you know what I'm saying? Just to know shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care what it just like you in the club, you see a bad bitch, you're like, oh man, you don't know nothing about her, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be, she might be a junkie or pill head, anything, but you ask your homie, hey, what's up with her junk right there? Like, oh man, she fuck with this nigga, she do this, she do that. You know about it. It's just good to have knowledge on everything. Knowledge is key, man.
Yeah, no, for sure.
If it's good or bad, it's good to have that knowledge, you know?
So man, you was doing the promoting thing. You was bringing shows. You was bringing shows into your city and everything. But then you got caught up. Did a couple years in prison. What you did, like 7 years or something? 7
Yeah,
or 8?
I did 7. I had life. I was doing shows. I was doing it like behind the scenes. What I was doing, I would give my homies 200, 300,000, if 100,000, they'll bring me back. Just if I get some homie 100,000 on the show, he'll bring me back like 175. But he been made like 400,000 probably. But I didn't care. I just wanted some money. I can say I made this off a show, a check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So. I just wanted some clean money, you know what I'm saying? Cause like when you got all that money and it's dirty, man, ain't nothing you can do with it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing really you can do. You can't buy too much shit, man. Cause like I had to play broke, man. I could have $20,000 on me and be acting like broke. Like, man, can I get $5 the next week? Yeah. I had to do that because I learned from the OGs. But the same guys my age was getting robbed and shit because they want to have all this money in their pocket showing off, let motherfuckers know what they got and shit. And so I had to do the opposite because I learned from the OGs. I used to like act like I didn't have it. But all the time I was like, I had it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Had it, you know?
Yeah. Say you got that's like that's another piece of game that the OGs give you too, is like,
yeah,
in certain situations, like act like you ain't got, you know what I'm saying?
And then I want my mom and my parents, you know, my sister and them to know I was selling drugs because it was a disrespect to my family. But you know what I'm saying? But I was agreed, just like you, motherfucker addicted to drugs, motherfucker get addicted to the money.
Yeah.
And how that shit popping bottles with models and shit, you know?
Yeah. So now you was doing, like you bringing these shows in, sound like you was on top, like you killing it, you know what I'm saying? What was the feeling like when the judge told you that you was gonna have to do 7?
Bro, I had life. I had like 3 murder charges. I didn't do them, some of my homies did. I was caught up on it, so I had like 10 charges. But man, I was man, shit. It felt like a death in the family, nigga. It felt like your favorite cousin something died. Like it hurt real bad, man. But you know, I didn't give up. I had to fight it, man. And it just, you know, you moving around doing all this shit, then you can't move, man. It's just a fucked up feeling. And the craziest part about it, I had 9 charges, bro. The motherfuckers I really did, you know what I'm saying? I beat the motherfuckers. So the 3 I had left, I said, man, I ain't do this motherfucker. I'm happy now. Man, them white folks made that shit stick on my head. I'm like, damn, cause I had no idea I was gonna lose them motherfuckers, cause I didn't really do this shit.
Right.
Cause I said, I know I'm gonna beat this shit if I beat some shit I really did.
Right.
Because of loophole in every case, but I guess they were looking at it like, this motherfucker this nigga ain't finna get off these 3, I bet.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I'm finna beat all this shit, cause I'm going to court like over a period of 2 years. Like I beat this one, like I gotta go to court like 2 months, 3 months later, I was doing stuff like that. So but then the last one, man, that motherfucker stuck in my ass. Then I had the murder charge. It's a dude got killed in Oxford, Mississippi. I really didn't know him, you know what I'm saying? And they came and got me. This is how I got caught with the money and the drugs. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because it was in my car, but, and that's how I got caught with that. But I had to go to court on that, man, while I was in jail and shit, man. And it just was a long process, man. By me not doing it, I said, shit, I ain't kill this mother. And I didn't really know him, because I was at, you know how at the club, I'm the type of person, I go to the club, if I go early, I go late and leave early, like I do now. So if you go late, you can park in the front, you won't get blocked in, then you gotta leave before you get blocked in. So I left, I think as I was leaving, some motherfuckers got killed and then shot, and a federal agent got shot undercover. But I didn't hear the bullets or nothing because I had some 18s in my car. Anybody know me know I'm known for having a sound system in my shit. I had 2 18s in my shit. Yeah. I'm beating. You know what I'm saying? Got bad bitches in the car with me. I ain't hear no bullets, man. I ain't hear no gunshots. So, and I wound up having a murder charge, man. And so I said, I said, I ain't finna spend this money on no lawyer, because they told me the lawyer gonna be this murder. I said, I'm gonna get a public defender. So I'm trying to play broke. Man, them motherfucker, I was talking to these motherfuckers like 2 weeks. They came to my mom's house, all that shit. Man, them motherfuckers around there trying to give me take a life, 2 life sentence. I'm like, what, nigga? Did I just tell you I ain't do this shit? So these motherfuckers ain't here. None of them said they acting like they working the economy tight. They weren't going. Might well gonna take a plea for life. So I had to fight them. So I had to go get a black lawyer, a lady named Gail, and she was helping me, and I had to spend the money. So later on she said, Mike, they trying to railroad you. You got your head in lines. Then you should have been doing this and like that. I need some help. So we got at the time, the best lawyer in the country was Tupac Shakur lawyer, Shutway Lamooman. So that's who Tim used to work for up under, and he was Samir Jackson, and his son the mayor now. So I had to cash out on him. So I had to give him all this money and I had like a team of 3 lawyers, man. And this dude went through 30 witnesses that they said they saw me kill somebody, which I didn't do. So I couldn't have did it. You just got 30 people did it, but the state was trying to put these people against me. But at the end, fast forward 2 years going to court and stuff, pushing my court date back, what happened was one of the guys that shot his daddy was friends with the sheriff, and this dude license was out with the security company. So they just trying to put the shit on me because they knew the police wanted me. So if I didn't have money, I would have been just another nigga in jail saying I didn't do it.
Wow, thank God you didn't go with that public defender.
Man, I had to spend like $170,000 on bond on my bonds. Like I told you, I had 6 cell charges, and my bond would be like 2. They was getting my shit super high. Most niggas was going in where I was at. They bond would just say they had a cell charge or something. Back then, I had cell charge of an ounce. Back then, an ounce wasn't a federal charge. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a federal. So I had like everyone was like an ounce or more, 2 ounces, but it was a state charge. But I got off all that shit, bro. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So we see all these videos online, people showing the inside of prison. They grilling, crazy honey buns, bags of Flamin' Hots, and all that. Is prison really like that, or is that, you know?
It's really like that. It's really like that, bro. Sometimes it's worse, man. But you know, I'm the type of guy. I'm made different. I didn't want my family to know that. Every time they came visit me and say, hey, I said I'm all right, but I wasn't. But then I got to the point, I didn't want them to come see me. I took them out my visitation list. You know why? Every time they came and they left, I wanted to escape that bitch. I'd be sick for like a week. You know what I'm saying? My girl came to something. I told her we broke up, man. I said, let's break up. I said, because the judge broke us up. She stayed, came see me for a couple of years and all that stuff, but she can't see me the whole time. But that's just the type of person I am, because like I don't like people like to worry about me, you know what I'm saying? But it was fucked up, man, because like they never knew. I told them when I got out, man, I couldn't take it. First, by me having the murder charge, right? Even though I didn't do it, you're supposed to be innocent to proven guilty, but they had me guilty to proven innocent. So they had me in a fucking like I was in 32, the worst part of Porch. You know the movie Life?
Yeah.
That's based on Porch. They got camps like that.
Oh, wow.
But they wasn't wood like that. They got actual brick buildings, but it's different camps like that. And man, they had me in the lockdown in 32, man, in red and white, man. I only could take a shower once a week, man. Like on a Wednesday, they take me out to take a shower, and I only could. I had to wipe up in the toilet in my cell, and I could only go outside like once a week for an hour. Man, that shit rough, man. That shit like you gotta get that shit out your head, man. You in that thing. So I just started reading books and working out and shit, man. Cause that shit, you worry about it, you go crazy. I had to start worrying about bitches outside and who fucking my bitch, who drive my cars, what my money at. Cause that shit will drive you crazy, man. So I was counting my days. OG said, man, don't do that shit. Cause I had a little thing on my cell with the X's. Man, I was counting my shit. He's like, bro, don't do that shit. That shit gonna make your shit forever.
Wow.
And so I had to stop counting my days and just start making use of my time reading books and just doing, you know what I'm saying, positive shit, you know, working out and shit.
So did you ever, so I was gonna ask you, like with counting the days and all that, like did you get to a point to where like the halfway point where you then did start counting the days, or like how did you kind of manage that?
Because when I first went, like I said, I didn't do no charging, and then some officers knew my mom, told me, oh man, you go down there. When they took me to prison, they said like, oh, you go down there and do it right, you'll be out in 3 years. Because I hadn't got, you know, the murder charge was still pending, you know what I'm saying? And they told me like, you get out on papers in 3 years, so you get out on parole in 3 years. But I went down there, motherfucker, 3 years came, that motherfucker told me, no, I can't get out. I was so damn mad, bro, I wanted to escape out that bitch. But they told me, no, I wanted to do a cell. But I had 2 life sentences. I had for the cell charge, I got convicted, I had life on them. And they were trying to give me life on the murder charge. And then it was the murder charge in Oxford, a dude got killed. I didn't even know him. He got shot, he got killed, and I had never seen him another. And a guy, an undercover guy, was supposed to be a federal undercover agent. He got shot in the butt. So they were trying to charge me, both of them. And then when I was out on bond, bro, this girl got killed in Marks, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? They tried to charge me with that. It was just fucked up for me, bro. It was like, then I'm going to college. My partner, this nigga done killed like 5 people. I didn't know he used to be around in my car and shit. And they catch him, go rob a liquor store in my fucking car. And they come and get us out of college class. They got me on this shit, but he tell them I ain't had nothing to do with it. Come to find out this nigga was burning folks up on the bridges and shit. The nigga named Todd. I didn't know he was that person because people gonna hide shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got discharged and the motherfucker got killed at a liquor store. And I got the girl that got killed down there in Marks, Mississippi. I got the guy that got killed in Oxford, the guy that got shot. And then, man, and it was another murder charge. They just like trying to push him in. It was like looking ugly people. I'm like, it's like I was crying wolf, but it was like hard, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, these motherfuckers must have wanted me to just spend some money. Cause I was getting off the shit. It was picking me up and questioning me, trying to, but that last one, the one I really had to go to court like 2-3 years, but I really had nothing to do with none of that shit, man. But like, it was hard process, man. Yeah. So I really didn't worry about the drug charges. So when I finally got off the drug charges and I was going for the murder, and then that's how I wound up doing the whole life and all that shit because I got off of it, I was looking at it. And then the drugs I got caught with the money and the weed. My lawyer's so good, he told them, look, if y'all didn't have this bogus warrant for his arrest for a murder charge, y'all would never find the drugs and money on it. So I wound up doing time served for the little 6 months I had did in the federal thing in Oxford. So I had a good lawyer, man, but like I said, but if all the money I had to spend it, man, it's like I made it for nothing, man, you know what I'm saying? Because the police took half of that shit, because when I got locked up, they said the police in my hometown bought like 27 police cars.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I was, man, like, I thought everybody had money like me. I didn't know some of these motherfuckers be that broke. I thought everybody had money like that, because I'm this young nigga from the Mississippi. I didn't know I was like doing it that big, but I was so of a good guy. When I go get the shit that we do, it's like, damn, bro. He started fronting me this shit. I ain't even actually like, nigga, because he's like, see, you come with this road too much. I'm just gonna give you some extra to keep you, because all the time, I'm thinking this motherfucker looking at him, but all the time, this motherfucker like, this nigga moving this shit.
Right.
I need to get this nigga from this shit. So that's how I really I got rich in it though, gang. Because you gotta look at a kilo of cocaine. When I was coming up in Memphis, was going for like 27,000, and everybody around there, GDs and vice lords and stuff, and but I was getting my stuff from the Crips and Bloods out of Cali in Florida. So the same one they paying 27,000 for, I'm going to get the motherfucker like 8,000. You know what I'm saying? And I'm making one of them out of 5 because it was real strong. So that's how I came up.
Yeah.
You gotta look at it. I paid, you know what I'm saying? They paying 27 for one.
Right.
I'm going to get one of them for 8 and make it out of 4 or 5. But it's still strong because it's cut a lot up here.
Yeah.
Just say a junkie in Florida or California come to Mississippi and smoke a rock, they're gonna be mad as fuck because it's too weak because it's been stepped on somewhere. But a junkie go from Mississippi, go down there and it's gonna overdose them because it's too strong. Because they should be like 30% and 40%. By the time shit get up here, I should be like 20% or 30%. But it don't be no 40 or 45 like they should. It'd be weak as hell. Like I said, I cut my shit 5 times. 1 bird to 5, and it still be equal to what they niggas got. It's stronger, and they still I had the best shit. Cause that's how I kept cutting it. Cause I was like cut 1, 2. It said it was strong. I cut. Then I got 5. Then still I said I ain't gonna try it no more.
Yeah.
And I had so much dope and so much money. I used to be nervous, bro. You gotta hide this from your mama, and you can't go nowhere. We going to the club. I'm worried about this nigga find my stash spot. And you know what I'm saying? And you know when you in the dope, when I was selling rocks, I only had like the first 3rd and 15th, I made a lot of money. Niggas in the dope game, you waiting for that because the nigga get their check, their 3rd check and all that, and you booming. But I got to the point I was selling to people with weight, so every day was like that. So I'm gonna get so much fucking money. Then I'm fronting like 30 niggas work, and it just working. And then the people I'm fucking with giving me more. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm trafficking drugs at the same time. I'm taking drugs from Florida to Milwaukee. And the people that I'm trafficking for say, you can't traffic and sell, so I tell them these motherfuckers ain't selling. So just say if I go get 40 keys from Miami and take them to Milwaukee, they give me like 40,000 the first year. Then after a couple of years, they would give me like 4,000 keys. So just say I take 80 keys, they give me 160. I'm doing this twice a month. So I'm taking this money going buy other dope. I just say I was just nervous, bro.
Had a whole network going.
Man.
Yo, so let me ask you this: with the with all of the with the scenario, with the different cases that you was fighting, like what was one of the biggest lessons that you learned from that scenario?
Man, they said it's who you hang around, you're gonna wind up getting in trouble with. But it don't make no difference, man. Like it's just like it's the character of yourself, man. Cause like I'm the type of person, man. You ain't got to do what nobody else do, bro. Like I said, my whole family, ain't nobody never been to jail, never been in trouble. I'm the only motherfucker in my whole family ain't finished college, all that shit. So it can always, you just gonna do what you wanna do. You gonna care what you're around. Like I said, ain't nobody in my family never been to jail. Like my dad didn't have a speeding ticket. My mom, I knew right from wrong, but still though, I still did my own shit. So it's about, I'm the type of person, I believe in just, you do right by a motherfucker, bro, they gonna fuck with you. I don't give a fuck who they is, man. Like a lot of people say this and they don't give a fuck. Like even Pablo Escobar, when the biggest drug dealer, the only time he killed somebody when they crossed him. Even the motherfucker he killed, he tried to give him some money not to go to court and they didn't give him the money, he'll kill him. So it's just about your choices, man, how you move, man, you know?
Yeah. Nah, it's all about choices, you know what I'm saying?
But I wouldn't buy nobody to be out there selling no drugs because they're gonna get your ass. With the technology now, they really gonna get these motherfuckers snitching. The police ain't gotta work no more.
Right.
These motherfuckers ratting like a motherfucker. They call it getting out on niggas now, they don't call it snitching.
Yeah, and then we see the internet be solving cases faster than anything sometimes in those types of situations where it's like public or, you know what I'm saying, something like that. So I had read somewhere that you had met P from QC while you was locked up.
Yeah, I met him in prison. I met him in Porch. He got caught coming through Mississippi from Texas with some drugs.
Was he doing music at the time?
No. He was just coming through from Texas, going back to Atlanta. He got caught out in Mississippi, almost on the Alabama line with drugs, and he wound up doing 10 years. I don't know why he got so much time, but he wound up doing 10 years. I did 7, he did 10.
Right. Oh, okay. And so did y'all ever build about music or ambitions of doing business or anything like that?
We didn't talk about that shit in prison.
Yeah.
But when I got out, you know what I'm saying, we really didn't even talk about it then. We used to just, like, I was doing the thing with Soulja, but if he was trying to get, he had got burnt out because like he had one artist, he had spent like $2 million on, he was buying houses and cars, stuff he didn't have to do, and giving people money for radio, they was fucking over, so he was like kind of burnt on it. But he asked me something about it, I tell him, well, we used to just go to the strip club and stuff every other night. Man, I'm talking about, man, like, this nigga used to spend 30, 40,000, 50,000 every week. Like on every time we go to, he got a backpack full of money, he throw that shit away. I'm like, nigga, where the fuck you get all this money from? I'm talking about, this nigga had so much money, this nigga used to tell me don't spend my money. Real talk, I witnessed that shit.
Yeah.
We ain't got no pictures because we really didn't take pictures back then. We got a couple, because back then you selling drugs. When I got out, I sold for a little bit when I got out, but I had quit, but you know what I'm saying? But niggas was scared of the cameras because niggas just this thing, you know, with the drug dealers and cameras, because that's how they got you back then with the cameras. The feds take pictures of you.
Yeah.
Or we got pictures doing this before they got the wire. They could always get you in a picture, the camera zoom in, you selling drugs or whatever, the transaction. So niggas was scared of cameras, man. It's so funny. When I got out, man, Rick Ross, Jeezy, God, everybody used to make fun of me and Soulja. Like, man, these niggas come with all these cameras and shit. Not everybody doing that shit. We was doing that shit, niggas used to make fun of, like, these niggas got these damn cameras. These niggas, watch out, the police niggas used to joke with us, but not everybody doing that shit.
Yeah. Nah,
and when Soulja did his first documentary, a dude named Peter said, this nigga over documented. He had so much footage, he had hours of footage to do. So, man, I ain't never seen anybody with this much footage. So, like, man, that shit crazy with the cameras and all that shit, though.
Yeah, nah, it is crazy. So when you got out, how'd you meet Soulja Boy? Like after you got out of jail?
When I got out of prison, I still, like I said, I was doing my little thing a little bit when I got out. Real low key. Prison didn't but teach me some shit, because I had a couple of bitches I was fucking with, and I ran out with the bag. And bitches got new Lexus and all that shit. Somebody don't know what happened. No, come on. You want to kill these motherfuckers, but you're like, damn, I don't want to go to jail. Yeah. So I want to play with. I said, I'm gonna let this shit go. You know what I'm saying? So, and me and his daddy was friends. Me and his daddy went to college. So every time that nigga so smart, Soulja Boy, he had 3 managers before he had me. So he saw me, and he know what type of nigga I was. He used to asking me to manage, because I hadn't really never managed him. I was fucking doing that chronic, but I was sponsoring my nigga RP label. He like, man, he's like, manage me. I like, get somebody else to do it. This before this shit came out. That's why it's so funny. I like, no, I'm gonna do it. It took him 2 years to persuade me, but this nigga knew from the jump, if he had got me to be his manager, this shit was gonna pop off. So when he was asking me, I like, man, I think about it. I should get this nigga some flyers. I said, man, pass these flyers out for this concert. Man, holler at me. So I usually give motherfucking flyers. They give them a lot. They come back in like a week or something, want some more. This nigga came back 2 hours like, man, I'm through with him. Give me some more. I'm like, what, nigga? I'm like, how the fuck you pass my nigga? You must have went, nah, I passed him out. So this nigga went past. I gave him a stack of them. He said, pass them all out to people. Didn't put them in no storage, just like hand in hand. Like, he came like, man, I want you to be my man. I said, bro, I don't really know nothing about that. I ain't want to tell a young nigga like, nigga, I'm selling dope and shit. Nigga, I ain't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I like, man, so then one day I saw his daddy at the corner store, Tracy. Tracy said, man, my son rapping, man. I need you to be his manager. I said, man, where he at, man? I said, who's your son? So it's different when somebody just talk for you. So he showed me the picture. He said, my little nigga right here, man. I said, nigga, why you ain't never told me you had a son? Like, he said, man, he just came from Atlanta, man. I didn't know he was my son. And mom took the blood test. I told him he was my son, he could move with me. And he said, he took the blood test, he moved down with him. And so I said, man, I've been seeing this little nigga. And then I went to his house. The nigga, I said, I'm gonna go holler at him. So I went to his house. Tracy said he done had a couple managers, but they don't know what they're doing. I used to be his manager, but man, we think he get with you. It'll be on. So I said, I'm gonna go holler at him. So the next day I went holler at him. This nigga saw me pull up in the yard. He started jumping. He was cutting the grass on. Like, man, what you doing? I said, man, I'm coming to fuck with you. I'm gonna work with you. He said he thought I came because his MySpace. I saw his MySpace and stuff out. His dad showed it to me, all that stuff. Said, this my son. Because, shit, I didn't know nothing about that shit. I saw that shit, but I was scared of the cameras and computers and shit.
Right.
Soulja Boy made me get all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get this, you gotta do this. How I learned this shit. You gotta do this and do this. He taught me shit about the internet, and I just taught them shit about the streets, you know what I'm saying? Everybody think he from Mississippi, but the nigga really ain't. He from Atlanta. He from Zone, some shit over there. But anyway, it just show you, it ain't where you from, it's how you grind, you know what I'm saying? Because like Atlanta, you get overshadowed. Everybody move here, you get overshadowed. But he came to Mississippi, got with me, and popped off. You know what I'm saying? He from Atlanta. So it just showed what it's your grind, you know? And so I went over there, and then I like, bro, put my email on your page, and put my number on your damn page, and we're gonna start, because I was already doing shows. I was connected with promoters all across the country, and I like, and then we're gonna go for the next week. Motherfuckers started hitting me like, we want to book him. So I like, shit, let's do it. And I like, I go with the contract, so let's do this shit. First we were doing shows for free. I think our first show, we did a show for free for a couple months. The first show we did was like, I think it was $300. This is the first show, but the most we ever got for a show was $300,000. And that shit just popped off from there, man. Like after that, it just started going up. Like he was getting hotter and hotter. So people thought I had him on the road selling drugs, but we really was on the road doing shows because the internet, all the niggas know it's me. I'm a dope boy, and I got a young nigga with me, and this nigga got all kind of fucking money now.
Right.
I got caught with $90,000 my lock when I was in high school, and this nigga got caught with $90,000 but it was money from show, but motherfucker didn't believe in it because he went on TV then, and everybody went on the internet, motherfucker like, well, this nigga get his money. He went Miami Mike. I used to let nigga wear my jersey and shit, and jewelry and shit to school, and motherfucker thought I had him selling drugs, but I wouldn't. His auntie was a manager at Burger King. She couldn't stand me, bro. I used to go up there to get the nigga, and she like, what you want with him? I said, I'm finna take him, I'm finna do an interview. We trying to do an interview. No, she called her dad like, Mike up here. And just, she hated me. She thought I had her nephew selling drugs, but I didn't. But so she just hated me, and then I didn't know that she knew me, but like a lot of people knew me that I didn't know because I was known in the streets. She like, this nigga got my nephew selling drugs and like that. So this nigga was making, this nigga was flipping burgers. He was a head chef, flipping burgers to the ceiling and catching them bitch on the spatula like that. He was good. He was a head chef in that bitch. So he was making like 200 every 200 every 2 weeks or some shit. He wasn't making no money, but I have this nigga shows for 10,000. She wouldn't let him take off work. Man, I'm so mad. I want to steal on them motherfuckers. Like, can you take off work? No, he can't take off work. I'm like, is this bitch serious? I'm really frustrated. You didn't gotta look at. Ain't nobody believing shit. I'm straightening my life up. I ain't selling drugs no more. I'm out the streets, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm mostly out the streets, but I didn't have him selling no drugs or doing no shit like that. But it was just hard, man. Like, and people just think the wrong shit all the time.
And during that time, the internet was so new that, I mean, people didn't even know what to look at to even be able to tell if somebody was popping online.
Because he had went from 85,000 followers on MySpace to like a million in like less than a year. And no, MySpace was the shit back then.
MySpace was
Tom had all the followers. It was Soulja and Tom, nigga.
For real.
and that nigga was giving me the followers too. You know what I'm saying? So and then we was doing shows all through North Carolina, man. It was good, man. Like we was getting a lot of money, man. And the crazy part about it, Crank That was an old song. Well, like we was doing shows like 3-4 years before he popped off, when he got signed in 2007. But remember the song Shootout?
Yeah.
Okay, I had spent a lot of money on radio, and Shootout was it was getting us money. I think it was right before Baby Ness or right after. But anyway, they stopped playing the song. I done spent like 100 or 200 on radio in North Carolina. They stopped playing the fucking song. The first school shooting happened in Virginia Tech, and Virginia and North Carolina, South Carolina, all somebody was looking at. They're like, because these people got shot at school, we don't do it. I was like, no, this is a fucking dance called the pool party. It's not about a gun. It's not about a gun. Them motherfuckers stopped our fucking song, man. We was like, we didn't know what to do, bro, because that was the song we was doing the shows off and stuff, so we had to come out with some more stuff. They stopped our shit, man, because of Virginia Tech school shooting. It's crazy, bro. And we didn't have nothing to do with no goddamn gun. Just it was a pool party, shootout.
Wow. So it's crazy. So in those years, early MySpace, social media being new, I got a story that I've like always wanted to tell you, like where you and me have connected, and we got some history from some years ago. So the year is 2006. I'm working at Geffen doing digital marketing. My partner Carter from Houston, he had moved to LA, and he was working with me, consulting on different projects and stuff like that. So one day he come to me, he say, Spitty, I just found this young cat online, and I think he hot. He wanted the next up. So he show him to me, and this cat with these rubber band chains online dancing with his partner. And I'm like, damn, okay, like, yeah, this crazy. Like, okay, this could be dope. So at the time, I'm working with Jibs. I'm doing the marketing for Jibs, Chain Hang Low. Yeah, King Kong, you know what I'm saying? All that, yeah. So working with Jibs, we find this kid Soulja Boy on MySpace, and so I call Jibs and his manager Mark, and I say, yo, we just found this kid, man, and I forgot where he was based at then. I'm like, man, Mississippi, yeah. So I'm like, man, we found this kid, and he about to be like the next hottest thing. Like, bro, you need to go and connect with him, because in those days, it was early influencer marketing, but I had been tapping in with different popping YouTube channels and things like that. So I was like, man, we need to get with this kid, because he gonna be the hottest thing. So then they asked me to get the information, so I went to his MySpace page and I found your information, Miami Mike, and I called you, and you picked up damn near on the first ring.
About that money,
and was cooler than a fan, and we connected the dots, set it up, and then y'all came to St. Louis, and we connected Jibs and Soulja Boy to, you know what I'm saying.
I remember we came to this house there. I remember that I think Jibs had just got that Charger when it came out or something.
Yeah. He had just bought that house. They had them 4-wheelers and all that at the house. Brought Soulja through.
Yeah, we went to Cuties, whatever that soul food place.
Yeah. Cutie Pies. Yeah.
They still up there.
Yeah. And then they moved out to LA too. They got a couple of them in LA. So then, man, I remember Jibs wanted to sign Soulja Boy back then, and then after that, Soulja Boy was signed to Interscope, and I just remember, you know what I'm saying, like seeing all of that. But that's something that's I've always wanted to bump into you again, to like bring all of that together full circle.
Nigga, I've been had the same number, nigga. I've been had the same number. I ain't changed nothing.
But it's crazy though, man. Like just the power of the internet, and like us seeing that, you know what I'm saying, early, you know, back then. Let me ask you this, like being someone like you've openly said like that you weren't an internet guy, but what made you embrace it?
I just saw Soulja just was squaring me about that shit, nigga. You need to get a MySpace page, nigga. He was telling me all that shit. He was like, you don't get a MySpace. I was studying that shit, because all I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to sell these birds. I'm trying to keep it from my family, keep it here. And then that nigga said, man, you're gonna get a lot of bitches. That's all I need to hear. He said, you're gonna get some bitches. I'm gonna set you up, you're gonna get a lot of bitches. I said, I get bitches all day? Like, yeah. I said, sign me up, nigga. And I got on that shit. If he told me I get some bitches off of it, that's what I got on there.
Right.
I got on there that day. I said, make me a page. He made me a page.
Nah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. And it was just on from there.
Yeah, but that's how I got on there though, man. Yeah. But I'm not whore crazy no shit like that. No, so I chase money, I don't chase a bitch, but that's how I got one. That's how I got it.
Yeah, nah, that's what it do. That's what it do. So from signing Soulja to start managing him, and then y'all go and y'all get the major deal. What was that experience like? I mean, because you guys were Soulja Boy was one of the first artists like to go viral, and that wasn't even a term.
It was good. See, Soulja was getting a lot of money, but it got to the point that cause when they first came to me, I told his daddy like, man, other manager, they said 20%. I said, ain't enough for me, nigga. 20% ain't no damn money. I said, man, I'm wasting my time. I said, I'm making more money doing what I'm doing with my barbershops and car wash and all this stuff. And then I said, man, we can be partners. We do some shit 50-50. So that's how I saw we was splitting everything 50-50 for the first couple of years. And I had signed him, but like his first album came out on my label, Palm Tree, but we was partners 50-50. But then when Collar Partner came in the deal, my paperwork went right and it overshadowed. But you know what? You learn from that shit though. And Soulja, I know Jermaine Dupri had wanted to sign it one time. I know Diddy wanted to sign it, but I think it died out with something. But anyway, College Park had wanted to sign it. So he said, man, Mike, I'm tired of shit. I said, what you want to do, man? He said, he talked to me, his dad said, let him come. He said, man, we was getting shows, we was getting a lot of money. He said he wanted to be on TV. That's why he got signed. He said, I want to be on TV, man. Because he already had money when they gave him the signing. He had a couple $100,000. He just wanted that push to be on TV. And College Park at the time, then he was an A&R, about to be an A&R in Interscope. So, and that's really why he signed it. Because I said, bro, what do you want to do it. It's on you. You sign, you do, you don't, you don't. Either way, we're gonna be good. So he said, man, I want to be on TV. I said, do it. The nigga said he want to be on TV because he was getting the money, doing the shows, and a lot of people doing them. And we go places there, so we go to the mall. Motherfuckers see him and fall out. That nigga the first person he saw faint. It was so funny, bro. We was at the mall in Jackson, Tennessee, man. We was at the mall. I said, Soulja Boy, her friend, was hollering because they've been following him. Man, she fell out dead. Soulja was panicking so hard, he was shaking. He said, Mike, what I'm gonna do? She gonna sue me. I was like, bro, she can't sue you for fainting. That shit was so funny. He thought she was gonna sue him because she fainted. Like, nigga, she can't sue you, nigga. She fainted. Nigga, you didn't do nothing to her. You didn't touch her. That shit was funny as hell, man.
That's that Michael Jackson effect.
Yeah, that shit was funny though, man. That nigga was really scared. That nigga was like trembling. I ain't never seen that scared. Like a motherfucker shot at him. He thought he had killed the girl or something. He didn't know she fainted though. He's like, mate, they gonna sue me.
Yeah. Nah. So how we were talking about like OGs earlier, and you know, like how important is it like for you and him to like have a relationship that y'all have, and for you, because I'm sure that like him being a guy that has a lot of ideas and a lot of ideas that have worked, and then you being somebody who, I mean, your job is to like help him to like branch his ideas out, but at the same time kind of keep him at bay. Like how do you balance that?
How I work with him, I'm the type, like, I don't never even call him this is about some money. So he know I call him it's about some money. And then he know if I tell him something, it's gonna be right. Like I'm not a yes man to him. If he asks me this song, I like, bro, it's garbage. He get mad at me, he won't talk to me in a couple of days, but I tell him the truth. So I've never been a yes man to him. And in their relationship, it's like any other relationship. An artist is supposed to think every song they make is the best. Like, and they think every song is the best. Like, he didn't even like Nigga We Made. I said, Soulja, that's a hit. Like the songs that I like, he don't like. I like, bro, that's a hit. Like, that's a hit. I'm telling you, that's a hit. But no, man, I don't like it. But then when Drake told him, man, Drake called him one day like, man, I love that song, man. I want to be on it. Then he liked it. Then he's like, you see, you're right. So that's how. And I just like, it's just like you married to somebody, or you in a relationship, business, whatever. Like, you doing right by a person. Like, you with this girl, she cheating on you, the guy cheating on her, vice versa, doing some fuck shit. Y'all gonna break up and go y'all separate ways. Same with business partner, they doing some bullshit. You gonna stop fucking and go to separate ways. As long as you 100 with motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, and y'all 100 on each other doing shit right, and don't be with all that bullshit, and 100 with each other is gonna roll. That's why we still together to this day, because I'm calling him about some business. I don't be on no fuck shit. I don't talk about him behind his back. He don't talk about me behind their back. We just get money together.
Yeah.
And I get him out a lot of shit, like he all the crazy shit he do. That's him. But I be cleaning that shit up. Like, that's him. Like, when he like that shit with him and Dolph, that shit was, I had squashed it, but I had called Dolph. I saw Dolph 2 days before he died, and it was really funny to Dolph. Dolph said he knows Soulja troll and all that shit, so it was really funny to him. And it wasn't real no beef. So the guys whoever killed him, they're so crazy. I guess they thinking that Soulja Boy, everybody knows Soulja Boy, that's how he is. So they killed Dolph the same week that he had to beef with Soulja. So people really think Soulja had something to do with it. He didn't have nothing to do with it.
Right.
And he said some stuff that was crazy, but I had to get on back. We had fell out about that for a couple of weeks, cause I like, bro, you talking that shit, man. I said, Lil Durk, people got killed just like that. His manager got killed. I said, me and your daddy down here by Memphis, man, and me and Doc, man, that shit is over with, man. Like, I said, bro, but still, we down here. Motherfucker can't get to you. We close to you, nigga. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit there. Right. Me and your daddy, motherfucker get close to us. And so he had to see it that way. He wasn't looking at it that way. He was just on some, like, you know how, the hot-head shit.
Yeah.
So I had to let him see it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, for us, the relationship, I just, like, when I call him, man, it's about money. Like, we joke and play after we get the money, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it don't be, you know what I'm saying? It don't be on no, like, I don't never call like, hey man, this person want to take a picture with you. This person I don't call them on that shit. I'm like, man, y'all had to do it on your own time. So I call them about some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I can dig it. So PTE, tell me what else you got in store with the label.
Porch Entertainment. That's you know what I'm saying? Beautiful entertainment, man. I just like, study, like, when I find good music, I just want to fuck with it, man. And everybody say, oh, Mike always fuck with the dance music, but like, I like fuck with the dance. I like everything. I like street music, all that shit. But I like dance music because that shit, it just go further, man. For a song that got a dance to it, you ain't got to be a dancer. That shit gonna go a long way. It go a long way. It got legs on it. Like that song that dude from South Korea, Bolton style or whatever. That's some garbage to me.
Oh, yeah.
But the shit went because he had a dance to it and everybody was doing it. And I did this research myself when I was in prison, man. And that's how I knew numbers. Just say I was in prison. Bob Marley said music makes the world go round, and it does and all that. And I looked at it. All the biggest singers in the world from now and back in the days had a dance song or some people with a dance routine, man. So just think about it. All the biggest people like Elvis Presley had a dance. Beyonce, like Trey Songz, he good, but Chris Brown bigger than him because he danced. Okay, the best selling ringtone in the world is Soulja Boy, Crank That. And nobody gonna beat that because people don't buy ringtone when they use their song, download them. You can send somebody a song, email, they can download it. The best selling rap singer in the world is Tag Team Whoop, there it is, 30, 40 million. So a lot of people don't know that, but it's a dance song, okay? Best-selling group in the world, a singer in the world, rap in the world, everybody think it's JC or the Fuji. Fuji sold 16, 17 million, but there's a group, but MC Hammer can't touch this. That bitch sold like 15 to 20 million, but a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
The best-selling rapper in the world album is MC Hammer, can't touch it, a dance album. And the best-selling fucking album in the world is Michael Jackson, beat it through 130 million copies. He's a dancer. So all these people that got to dance to their song, are they entertainers? When you dancing, you're an entertainer. Like I love Gucci and Future all that. When I go to the show, I'm just going to see them. I'm not expecting entertainment. When you go to see a Beyonce show, you're gonna see entertainment and dancing, all this stuff. It's a just different thing when you singing and dance. Are you playing different instruments and doing that? Like Bruno Mars, this motherfucker dancing. That's why he's so big.
Oh, yeah.
Like ain't nothing wrong with motherfucker doing. I ain't telling nobody to change nothing up, but the biggest shit in the world, I gotta dance to it.
Yeah.
And that shit go on forever. Like Cupid Shuffle, that shit go on forever.
Yeah.
They're gonna crank this shit up at the family reunions, all that shit. Ain't nothing gonna get bigger than a song that you can dance to.
Yeah, no, that's real. That's real. Yeah, from wobble to
everything.
No, that's real. So let me ask you this: as an exec, as a music guy, when you choose an artist to work with, talent or numbers?
That's a hard question, man. Well, both. You got talents and numbers. You got to hit. It's about to hit with me. Numbers good. That'll get you by probably, but that's one hit. But talent is gonna do you a long way more songs in a long career, though. You know.
Yeah. Would you be willing?
That's a good question, man.
Yeah. Like, would you be willing to sign an artist? If you had two artists to sign, and it was between, okay, this artist got the talent, but maybe not as big of a social presence, but then you got another artist where you might think the music trash, but then the social presence is killing it.
But either one of them, a person like me, I can make it work. You know why? Because they got the numbers or they got the talent. I can make it work because a lot of people understand in this music business, you got to have three things. You got to have the talent, the know-how of somebody like me, and the money behind it. That's gonna make it go. Because you got people out here with songs that they ain't got no talent, but got the money behind it. They done made it. But how this motherfucker making the same thing? You got motherfucker talent and got no money behind it.
Yeah.
You gotta have that money behind you, and and you gotta have that radio. See what people do when they get signed to a label? All they do is go to the label and just spend money on radio. And radio ain't never going nowhere. You can go viral, but radio ain't going nowhere. Them hits, them Billboard plaques and stuff. Your song from the radio. You know why? Because people. Jimmy Iovine told me a long time ago, people gonna stop buying music, they're gonna never stop listening. Radio is streaming before we knew it. How they make their money out advertising and stuff like that. But a car come with a radio, it don't come with a TV.
Right.
So just like, and I'm gonna go back to about the talent, the money, know how, like the NBA. Okay, Kobe Bryant, he was a good talent, and Phil Jackson was the coach, and the NBA paid him, so he took those three functions to make it go. Kobe was a good fucking coach, a good player, but he never got a ring till he got with Coach Phil Jackson, a coach that can take him to the next level that he look up to. Same with Shaq and same with Michael Jordan. They never got a ring till they got with Phil Jackson, but at the same time, it was the talent, the coach, and then it was the money. A lot of people understand, man, you ain't got to get signed to a label. You got a motherfucker to invest some money. You could be a street motherfucker or whatever, and you got the motherfucker like me on the team. It ain't got to be me, somebody that know the music business. You can blow a record up. Because all you got to do is go to the radio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You spend 200K to 500, you can be in the top 20, you know what I'm saying, in your gender. But people don't know that. You gotta know how to do it in the way to do it, because you can give your money to the wrong motherfucker. Like P, he used to get he gave a nigga $50,000 for some shit that he could have paid $2,500, but we didn't know at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What execs in the game were you looking up to as you were, working to get in the game? And then the other part of the question, Are there any execs that like put their arms around you and, you know what I mean, have played that mentor figure, that big bro, OG type of position?
I always looked up to Jimmy Iovine once I met him, because I met Jimmy Iovine when Soulja first got signed to Interscope. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch Collie Park and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, all the execs, you know what I'm saying? But Jimmy Iovine, I met him at Interscope. We was in the meeting after Soulja got signed. I remember that same day, he asked Soulja what he want. He thought Soulja was gonna say, this big steak, he want a hamburger. He said, that's all you want? So BeatsByDre, you gotta look at the time. BeatsByDre, them motherfuckers, they might even listen to him. Wouldn't even listen to headphones, but there's some good speakers and shit like that. I had so many pairs, I was getting, all my family had them. So he was talking about how these BeatsByDre finna take off, what they're gonna do and all that stuff. And I like to ask questions. I didn't understand. I said, Mr. Iovine, can I ask you a question? It was like 20 of us. He had a big ass office, like 10 to 15 of us in the office, like a lot of executive and label reps and A&Rs and stuff. And I said, man, how you gonna make money off these speakers, these headphones? He said, man, on Interscope, 50 Cent, Soulja Boy, anybody that's on Interscope, I'm just gonna put in their video. That's what he did. That nigga, he told me, in 5 years, he said people gonna stop buying music, they're gonna stop listening to it. I said, that's smart as hell. That's why he made the headphones. He said that Tower Records, Blockbuster, all this shit gonna go out of business. In the next 5 years, that shit went out of business. Like he said, I couldn't believe that shit. I always thought about that shit, and I was like, this motherfucker smart as hell. And that shit made them billionaires. Now had money, and he planned that shit out and told me, and that shit went like it. Cause you gotta look at, sometimes you don't understand shit, you gotta ask somebody. Cause at the time, motherfuckers weren't wearing headphones, they weren't even cool to be wearing headphones. But he had some good ass dope headphones. He said I remember he said they gonna stop buying music, but they gonna stop listening to it. And that's how he said he made the headphones.
Word.
That shit cold blooded.
Yeah, nah, cause I mean, that's true, that's being a true visionary. I mean, when you got an idea and other people can't truly see it right then and there, and then, you know, you watch as it happens and all those things start to happen.
Then the first time I said, damn, I wish I would have invested in that shit. But you didn't know though.
Right. Yeah, nah. I bet Jimmy come with another idea you invest in.
Shit, that motherfucker, man, what? Shit, man. That was crazy. I saw that shit right then, bro.
Yeah.
Right then.
Word. So the new single coming from the label is from Pressure Baby, right?
Yeah, from Pressure Baby.
Okay,
yeah.
Bet. And that's killing on TikTok right now, right?
It got,
over 1 billion streams.
Yeah, 1.3 billion. Yeah, it's he can book shows right now, 2,500 show. It's going up. His first show was 2,500. Like I said, Soulja first show was 300.
Yeah.
iHeart first show was like 500, but K Styler, his first show was like 500, but like his first show was 2,500. Like he got booked twice last week. He got booked for Black Spring Break, but he got some heat on the way. Then he got like 300 songs all the way to road. And Lucy, she sing and rap. You know, so she got a lot of heat too. So that's two official from QC. That's his artist. Right. So we, you know, all us we just work together. You know what I'm saying? I told too we got to get Lucy and Pressure on an album or something. You do a 6-song LP or something together.
Yeah.
We still got other people with me though. The two official out there. He out there with Glossy. You know, they're going to sign the QC. He on tour with her right now. I think they on tour with Gorilla.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up.
He said he couldn't make it. I said, we got her, man. She family, we got her.
I
said, we got her.
There we go. Yeah, got the fam up here. Yeah. That's what's up. So
you got to bring her back, man. Her impression.
Oh yeah, nah, that's for sure. Nah, bring her back. Do her own joint, you know what I'm saying? Shit, we gotta bring Pressure Baby back, you know what I'm saying? So
don't bust my head, I'm in the label now. Bust my head now, man. Give me a deal, man. Give me that pole man deal, man.
We rocking.
Rocking like cut out stockings, man.
Yes, sir. So man, what else you got coming up, man? What else is in the works, man? What can we expect from Miami Mike, man?
I'm always working, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of business, like I say, I got my soap company, the soap shop. I sell industrial, I sell to like companies and factories. I got my consulting company, A+ Consulting, and I consult labels, you know what I'm saying? Like I consulted a lot of people, I can't talk about it, but I consulted my boy Bird, that got Rowdy Rich from day one, you know what I'm saying? And a couple more, I was in jail with P, so, but I made over 30 company millionaires besides people on PTE, and I just, knowledge is key, man, you know what I'm saying? And I work with other companies and consult on, and not outside of music too, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just always working. I got my foundation, you know, I'm an activist. I got my civil rights activist lawyer with me. So I just left Trey what his name? Trey Nichols' funeral this week in Memphis. I was there with his mom and everybody, and Al Sharpton and everybody, and the vice president, you know what I'm saying? So I've been doing it with my foundation for like over 20 years. You got to go to Africa with me one day, man. I'll pay for you to come out with me. I'll
Yeah,
go
let's
feed
go.
the kids out there and all that shit. Give
Let's
them
go,
soap and shit.
definitely. I've been to
Yeah.
Egypt, and I definitely want to go.
You got to go with me, man. You got to get the Miami Mike experience, man.
Nah, for
You got to
sure.
get the paid
Let's
vacation
get it.
experience, man.
Nah,
Go out
let's
there
get it. I'm with it.
like Coming to America, man. You're going to have wipers. I'm going to treat you good out
They
there.
cover with the dropping the roses and all that. Yo, so Mike, you've been doing what you love to do for, probably over 15 years plus?
Since 2003 when I got out of
Word.
jail.
So-
I got out of jail in 2002, since 21 years.
Yeah.
I got out of jail in 2002.
That's
Now
what's up.
2003, yeah.
So let me ask you this.
I was doing it before I went to jail, but I wasn't serious about it. I was just trying
Yeah.
to launder some money.
But then when you came home, you got
Yeah,
shit.
I ain't trying to go back to jail, yeah.
What's the most fulfilling part of what you get to do, like on a daily basis, man? Because you get to do what you love, you get to work around people, that you love and care about, and all of that, man. What's the most fulfilling part of it?
I like when I can do something for somebody and make them smile, like, you know what I'm saying, when I be giving back. Like I just like when I can do something for somebody, I could just help them get a house or help them get a car or anything. Just I like to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first got in this, I wasn't focused on being rich and having houses and all that shit across the country. I said I want to help my mom get a house and shit like that. That's what I was like. I want to get my mom a house. That was my goal. But I always been a loyal guy. That's why I came up in the dope game, because dude just started from me shit. Because I was always coming back with never showing it with no excuse, and I was coming every week. I was buying this shit, but
Yeah.
I was coming so much. He's like, man, I'm gonna just give you some of this shit. There's people heard about it, and they was giving me shit. So it's just like I just always been a loyal motherfucker, and I've always been a good worker. I do my shit to the fullest, man. Like, and and people just gotta focus on being successful, not about the money. You could be a doctor or a lawyer, anything, you be successful. You know what I'm saying? Just cause, like I said, I got a friend named Cliff. This motherfucker mow yards, man. But this motherfucker make 150 to 200 a year. He got like 3 employees. He come mow your shit in like 30 minutes. Like the dude was mowing my yard for I think in my neighborhood. I stay in a country club. He was mowing my shit for like 100 or something. And Cliff came over. That motherfucker came. I want to mow your yard. I said, man, I got someone to mow my yard. He said, man. He said, what they charge? I said, charge me 100. He said, man, I do that shit for. He said, I do that shit for 85. I was like, man, I don't want to leave. I got a relationship with him. All that stuff. He said, man, that motherfucker said, I do it for 55. And that motherfucker did my shit for 55. And that motherfucker got me. So before you know it, he had the whole fucking country club we had. He was like, took all them up out of business. Then after like a year, he shot back up on a nigga. But he got us though.
Yeah.
That nigga, but he made money. If you a barber or whatever, like my partner barber, this month, I just flew him out the line. I gotta get this nigga $500 just to give me a line, you know?
Yeah.
So it's about, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Cause I'm a barber, a lot of people don't know that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, word.
And
Okay.
it's about, whatever you do, just love it and take it to the next level, and you can make money doing anything. It ain't, like I said, doctors, lawyers, anything. Like everybody want to be an NFL player, but these kids don't understand. Like it's 350, 400 million people in the United States. Ain't but 5,500 people in the NFL on all the teams. You feel what I'm saying? Same with NBA. Ain't but all 30 teams, or 30. It ain't but like 380 people. So you got a shot at being a doctor, a lawyer, some more shit like that. Then don't believe in nobody what they saying you can't make it, because motherfuckers thought I wasn't gonna do nothing. But when I got out of jail, I was trying to pass out music. Nigga like this nigga, I leave like this nigga sell dope. This nigga know nobody no music, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just like I said I ain't never going back. I know on side people go back to jail 3, 4, 5 times. I ain't one time enough for me. Them bitches gave me papers the first time I was trying to get. I wouldn't never went back, but they wouldn't give me papers. The police couldn't. I was so slick they couldn't never keep them motherfuckers hated me. They're like, this nigga finna do some time. Fuck this nigga. We took it too long to get this motherfucker. I heard them motherfuckers had a party when they got my ass. But them motherfuckers had been trying to get me a long time. I was slick as all shit.
A question I forgot to ask you in the beginning: how'd you get the name Miami Mike?
It's an acronym. It stands for money isn't a major issue. Yeah, my partner Lil Melvin named me that. Yeah.
Okay. Word.
Because when I went to prison, I was Psycho G. So, but I was getting my dope from Miami, and when I got out of prison, I was trying to change, man. I didn't want to be known by Psycho G no more, and they was calling me that. And my girl from Miami would send me pictures on the beach. You know, in prison, you got all you got is your visitation, and you got letters, and you got the pictures, the girls or whatever send you from the outside. I had people pictures of celebrities and all that stuff come from Miami. I was like showing my pictures in prison and shit. I was known for that, and And the Miami name just stuck to me because all my pictures and stuff, even though I'm from Mississippi, but my girl and my condo was in Miami, and she was sending me shit from Miami all the time. All my mail came from Miami. And then, but I'm not from there, but I had properties there. But it's just, it stands for money isn't a major issue. Acting like Drake do right to kill everything. Like Memphis Big ain't from Memphis, but Memphis stand for making easy money, people, hoes, and style.
Yeah. Nah, most there. Okay, bet. Any other words that you want to share with the audience before we get up out of here?
Man, I can't think of that. You asked me, I'm gonna shoot at you with a good question, man, with a good answer. But just believe in your dream, man. Like whatever you do, you just believe in that shit, man. Like a farmer, when they plant this crop, he don't know if it's gonna rain tomorrow or 6 months later, but you gotta hope and pray every day that it rains so your crops can grow. So you gotta do that same shit with your dream, you know what I'm saying? And Jesus Christ, he never committed a sin in his life. He had haters, so they hated on him and killed him. You know what I'm saying? He only had 12 followers, and the king had 12 million, but he was jealous of his 12 followers because they were stronger than his 12 million, and they were more powerful, and killed him, you know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers gonna hate on you, whatever. As long as you're doing right and doing what you're supposed to do, man, don't worry about the motherfuckers, and don't worry about what motherfuckers think of you, man. As long as you know you're doing right by motherfuckers and treat people how they treat you, you're gonna be good, because that's what I do, man. Anybody know me to tell you, like, Mike, he treat me right, he a good nigga. Like my dad always told me, Mike, he said, treat people how you wanna be treated, and don't lose your balls. You lose your balls, you're a bitch. And don't graveyard people. I didn't know what graveyard meant for a minute, but what graveyard means is like, graveyard take in, it never gives out. So you go out with your friends, don't let them pay for the shit all the time. So you pay sometimes, they pay sometimes. So don't always take in, never give out. You know, that's graveyard, you know?
Yeah, that's real. There's
a couple of more like that, just live by, you know?
Yeah, that's what's up.
Respect gonna take you a long way, you know?
Yeah, real spill.
Build bridges, don't burn bridges.
Yeah,
real talk, man.
No, that's what's good, man. We got Miami Mike jumping off the porch with us. Man, appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Yes, sir.